Recording. There we go.
There we go.
All right.
So we're
We are
off.
in session. Let's go.
What have you got to say, Cheyenne?
Oh my God, I don't know. Finally, we're doing this, so this is great. I'm happy that we got to do this.
I think it's basically going to be who, why, what, when, how.
That's a
All
lot
those
of
que
W's for a person who is
all
not
those
speaking
questions that
English.
were being answered. Now we come back down to life with a bump after last week's expeditions.
Of course. Okay, you shoot the questions, I'll provide the answers.
Okay. In no specific order, maybe we should tell people who we are. So, for
Hmm.
example, I'm Colin Evans. I'm an assistant professor at the University of South Carolina, and my primary research focus is vascular biology.
Well, good to have you with us, Colin. So I am Shayan Mohammad Moradi. I'm a postdoctoral fellow here at University of Kentucky Soho Cardiovascular Research Center, and my research is focusing on the interplay of platelet and platelet biology and how it affects various different cardiovascular complications such as aneurysms and atherosclerosis.
Well, that sent me to sleep.
That's okay.
I
Sometimes you
didn't
got to take.
mention I'm interested in thrombosis primarily, and that's how we met, I suppose we should say. We met through the American Heart Association meetings in our common interest in vascular biology. And then fast
Yes.
forward what, 5 years?
Yeah,
Probably
I
5 years
think
or
it's been
so.
more than that, actually. I think it's more than that.
Okay. And
But
then
yeah.
we banged our heads together because we thought that we had an idea, basically.
Hmm.
And
Yes.
actually, I was asked whose idea was it, and I felt like it was my idea initially. I'm
Sure.
I'm going to take the bragging rights on that one.
That's okay. So you get to take the blame on it as well if it
I
comes to
get to
that.
take the blame too. And I guess we've developed the idea in collaboration because in my head, I thought, okay, we have some experience in science and we have some information that might be useful to others, and we
Hmm.
have some ability to try and translate that or communicate that sort of science in a manner that hopefully won't be too boring. Yeah, there you go. But to be honest, I should say for full disclosure, initially the idea was kind of inspired by Dr. Glaucomflecken.
That's true. Yes.
So this guy, if you haven't seen him already, he's a physician,
We're
and
going to tag you down there.
he creates TikTok videos of himself, and he basically talks to himself in different characters. And my initial idea is that I could do some sort of science equivalent of Dr. Glaucomflecken. So obviously not talking about clinical
Medicaid,
doctor
medical. Yeah.
situations. No, that'll get me sued straight away. But talking about science and different scenarios that occur in science, many of which we think can be amusing or do have an amusing side. So I thought to myself, maybe we could set up a situation whereby we act out these scenarios. And I was going to do it initially myself, but then I
Mm.
asked you about your opinion on
Sure.
the idea, and you seem to think it was a,
Brilliant
a
idea.
worthwhile activity,
Yeah.
at least to the point
Sure.
at which we got to where we are now. So we're trying to do something that will involve amusing scenarios, but also situations that can potentially be useful to people in science. So I went from, okay, let's record ourselves acting, which probably would have been a terrible idea, but maybe one day.
Well, we'll see about that. I mean, the
And
convenience
that's where you
matters.
came in, and that's where you came in, Cheyenne. So tell us how you
Yes.
developed it from there.
Well, sure thing. I mean, the idea was that I was too lazy probably to start making sure that there's the camera crew coming to a gas station and filming us trying to figure out what we were doing for the vascular discovery when we don't have travel awards, right? So the point is that now we have tools, and one of the things on a serious note that scientists needs to be at the forefront of the cutting edge tools. So therefore, that kind of brings into the story of maybe utilizing many of the cutting edge AI tools that are available out there not only to communicate science, but also to communicate the scientist and to create the scientist that does the science and blend the reality with the tools together. And therefore, we can come across as people that who are aware of the cutting edge technology that is out there and kind of give it back to the audience that we are utilizing this for fun. Yes, these are some fun things that we are doing, but at the same time, it shows that hey, we are aware of what's happening in forefront of the technology, and in our science we're also utilizing what's available out there to augment the findings that we have or the pathways we're looking at, and basically to augment what we are doing and what we are best at.
Mm. So it's worth mentioning there then that our idea is to generate videos that are at least somewhat amusing, or we'll try to make them somewhat amusing, relevant to actual things that happen in science through AI, right? And so generally speaking,
That's the goal.
AI videos that are in uppercase with uppercase titles will be the ones that you don't need to take too seriously. But we're hoping, at least in some of those cases, to have a parallel question and answer session that will allow us to share some advice and talk to people about scenarios that are ongoing in science. And we hope that side of things can be somewhat useful, and that will probably follow the form of conversations, plus or minus guests, maybe further down the line, but in serious situations that might be actually helpful. So that's kind of what we're doing and how we're doing
Exactly.
it. People are asking actually a few things. First of all, I got asked, is it real? So I had one of my friends contact me and ask me if I'd taken up jujitsu based on the introduction video. And so the
Sure.
answer to that is no and no. Well, the videos are real, but the people inside them are not real. And no, I don't do jujitsu. And if I did, I would beat Cheyenne. That's a
Yeah.
fact.
Well, you'll never
So
know
that so
that.
that's what's happening, and people want to know which platform we're using. It's Higgsfield, right? Or primarily it's Cheyenne that's using it, Higgsfield, to
Yes,
generate these
yeah.
characters.
So we are utilizing the tools that are available on Higgsfield. Shout out to Higgsfield. We're going to tag them down here, and then we're utilizing all these available tools, combine them together, and the storytelling and everything. These are all, as you said, based on the real examples of what we've experienced throughout the years, blood, sweat, and tear that
Mm,
we've been through to get to a point that we are right now, and therefore, yeah, we're combining a fun angle
right.
versus a serious angle, blend them together to get an output that is amusing to watch, but at the same point,
We hope.
we hope it's amusing to watch. And obviously, we try to get across a point that is based on something that really happened and people are experiencing it. And we hope that, first of all, to show that, hey, you're not alone in this. We all have been through this, or there are a lot of people who are going through the same scenarios, and there's a way out, there is help, there are solutions to the problems that you have, and things are always good. You just need to
Right.
find a way to get to that point.
Right. And so the why is twofold, I guess. Partly for fun, because we find it enjoyable, and then partly because we think we do
I get
have
to see
some
you more
information
often,
that might
man.
be
I mean
useful
that.
for other
I
people,
mean,
right?
I have an excuse to see you more often, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
that.
you get to see me,
Yeah, that's
and
motivational
then
enough.
people come up to you at conferences and say, "Oh, what on earth are you doing, Cheyenne? How on earth are you doing it, and why, etc." So that's kind of entertaining, but we'll see how that evolves over time. So that's the who, what, why, how we did the Higgsfield.
Mm-hmm.
When we don't really know, do we? We don't really know exactly how much effort we're going to put into this. We feel like we have some ideas that are worth pursuing, and we feel like we have some
Mm-hmm.
information that's worth sharing. So we did put online that approximately weekly, but whether or not that'll happen, we don't know. Obviously, we've got jobs as scientists to do, which take priority.
Yes, I
This
mean
is sort of like an outreach
I'm sleeping two
based
hours a day,
endeavor.
working 24 hours in
Yeah,
every
yeah.
day, and then like 12 days a week.
You've got six businesses as well, haven't you? And you've got your hair to style
oh,
every other day of the
oh yeah,
week.
the hair takes a lot of time. That I can give you.
So we'll see, we'll see. Um, just as an amusing point at the end of all this, I'm just thinking about the fact that AI is, as you mentioned, very powerful, and we're going to try to be responsible AI users, right?
Sure,
So in my head, I was going to just let me share my screen and give you some examples, just very briefly.
let's do that. I have no
Um,
idea what you're about to
no,
show, but
you don't. That's the
we
beauty of
always
it.
have the opportunity to cut things out, and that's the beauty of pre-recording
And the
meetings.
AI as well, right? So in our
Yeah,
experience so
true
far,
that.
that there are certain scenarios I've been happy with the videos and you haven't, or vice versa.
I think it's mostly you that you think that the videos are more of like a manuscript and pre-submission uh format, and then you have to write comments all over it and give me like 12 different things to change.
And rightly
Oh,
so. I want quality and you want quantity, basically, is what we've learned so
well,
far.
I
And
want
here's
fast-paced,
me
high
struggling. Here's me
throughput.
struggling.
So,
An expert in AI or a budding expert in AI struggling to find the share screen button on Zoom. How am I
oh,
missing that?
well, it's right there in the,
I had to press the two little buttons. There we go.
there you go.
Um,
That's why I do the AI.
yeah, yeah. All right. Can you see that image?
Yes, I can
That's
absolutely see
that's an
that.
example how I used AI at a recent meeting for the sake of fun. So in the background is the cartoon I made of myself. And then here's an example of a photo that was taken at the same meeting of me that I then shared with my friends. So I was quite proud of it. And one of my friends came back with this image of me. So
I did not do that. Let me just put it out there. That's not me.
there's an example of how AI can be used irresponsibly for everyone. And that's not our aim.
Yes,
Um,
and we're not going to
but
do
please
that, but
don't
we're going
force
to
us
keep it
to
fun.
act because I don't think we do very well in the acting realm. But yeah, we hope that viewers of this channel, so to speak, will find it somewhat entertaining and somewhat enjoyable. And we'll see what happens over time. But yeah, we've got some ideas. Anything else you need to add, Cheyenne?
I think, no, I mean, you shared your screen, so that's more than enough. I've seen the stuff that I didn't really want to see, but that's
Huh?
okay. No, it's fun. We're looking forward to this. So our goal is probably to keep this coming, and then we're gonna try to hope to have the conversation going. Apart from the science communication part that we are doing, that adds to the fun portion of it, but we are trying to make sure that we sit down, chit chat a little bit about some of the more realistic, real world problems that us
Yeah,
either we've been through or the new generation are going through.
yeah,
And our goal is to make sure that first of all, everyone gets to a point that they feel seen, but at the same time, they see that, oh, these are common problems. I'm not the only one
yeah.
who's going through this. And then you can always ask for help. You can always reach out and you can
Yeah.
always try to look for solutions with help. You're not alone in this.
And that's a good point to make, actually. It's not that we feel like we have all the answers, but we do feel like we have experiences that might help some people some of the time. So in my head,
Exactly.
that's at least worth trying to share
That's the
along with
goal.
some idiotic scenarios or silly scenarios that we think are amusing too. So yeah.
And that's
All
why
right.
we're doing the marvels of science.
Exactly. The marvels of science. So stay tuned.
Of course, let's see. Rock on. Have beautiful science. Do great experiments. And yeah, keep us a like, follow, subscribe. That's what they say.
All right. I think I just ended it.
Okay, let's just stop.